Did you know we are the only subterranean show filmed above ground? Do you know that, Janie Slash?
No, I had no idea.
We are so underground, we're subterranean, but we film above ground. We have been encouraging people to think for themselves since 2016, coming up on a 3-year anniversary. I'm very proud of that. All of our shows are archived at the YouTube channel, Corpsepaint Show, and they're all wonderful, all of them. Fantastic. I'm always excited to have great and wonderful musical guests on this show. As you know, we support independent music, punk rock, metal, all of it. So we're going to bring on Sue, SHAKEY SUE, from the Hellfreaks with a lot of news and announcements today. Hi, Sue. How are you?
Hi there.
Hi, Sue. Thank you. Welcome to the Corpsepaint Show.
Thank you for having me.
So you've got myself, Satan, and also Janie Slash, our co-host. She is sitting to my right, and I will send you a link to this whole episode afterwards so you can actually see the whole thing.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Yes, indeed.
It's lovely to meet you. Thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to us tonight. We're excited to have you on.
And I'm excited to be here.
Hey, Sue, and now just a quick program note. If you have cats crawling across your lap, we do want to see them, okay?
This can happen anytime.
How many cats do you have?
I have 4 cats.
Oh, that's awesome. What are their names?
Yeah. I'm close to be a real crazy cat lady.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I have rats. So I have 4 rats and 2 dogs. So I'm like the crazy rat lady. So I'm right there with you. There's nothing wrong with it.
Together.
Exactly. My rat met her first cat last week, actually. It was really cute. She was like recovering from surgery and she met a cat and they're like friends now.
At the
adorable.
vet? Was it at the vet?
No, it was at Nikki's house.
Oh, okay.
She was watching her for the weekend. It was super cute. So they can get along. They can be friends.
Who knew? Fantastic. All right. Momo is the cat that we saw a moment ago when we were doing the test video. So hopefully we'll see her again. Mm-hmm. Now.
Yeah, she's sleeping next to me, so we have good chances to bring her to the camera.
All right, good. Yeah, put her by the mic. We want to hear her talk as well.
We love animals.
Now,
that's good.
So one thing I like about all your recent announcements on Instagram, which I follow you, very informative, is that this is a band that is looking to the future.
Definitely. And this is also the band who don't like to look back. That's important.
And let's pause on that for a moment, because I think this is an affliction that happens to all of us now, and it certainly is with politicians, that we don't think long term. We don't look into the future. We don't take steps to protect our world and our ourselves and our friends and our pets and all of that. And I appreciate the fact that you're not dwelling on your past work. You're looking at a new chapter of this band.
Yes, definitely. That's the way how we work, because whatever happened in the past, it's in the past. Mm-hmm. So the past won't bring you forward. But maybe that's also a personal thing, because I studied as an environmental engineer, so I studied all the time to look to the future.
See?
I'm also a person who is not happy if things don't go on. And in the moment you just stop and you waste your time on looking back, good things can't happen. So
Agreed.
that's also why, for example, the sound of the band changed so much from the beginning, because we also try new things, and if we like it, we do it. We don't want to look back and say, no, we didn't start it like that, because that's not the future.
Yeah, you're
We won't bring any change.
So Janie Slash, in the past, she had a psychobilly sound. There's really not going to be a psychobilly sound for the new Hellfreaks.
That's totally cool. It's good to make progress and change. Change is good. It's what keeps you from stagnating. It's always good to keep moving forward and evolving. Evolution is everything, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that.
All right,
But
so
yeah, there is not a hint of psychobilly in the new material.
yes, and so we actually have that 30-second teaser that you introduced on Instagram, and I know it's on YouTube. So we have a 30-second teaser. We'll get to that in a moment, and that's just a little to whet your appetite of what the new Hellfreaks sound will be, right?
Exactly.
Very good. Now, we want to get to the announcements. We do. So next week, is it next week for the video?
Well, depending on, in Hungary, it's this week right now, because it's 1 a.m. Monday. So
Thank you for staying up late with
I'm
us.
going to have the release this week. In the US, it's still next week.
Okay. Like the 23rd.
The release is going to happen on the 23rd of August, which is the Friday.
You have USA fans. You know that.
Yes, it's unbelievable, but I know that because luckily I'm super happy about it. A lot of people are writing to us messages, and yeah, that's a pretty cool thing. I mean, it's exactly the other side of the world, so that's pretty awesome.
Hey, just a side question. Now, Janie Slash, so they did a mini tour in June in Germany.
Awesome.
And you probably couldn't really play the new material, or did you try out one or two new songs, or no?
No, because I think there are two different kind of bands. One is the one who likes to try things on the stage. We are much more like when the product is ready.
Yeah.
We like to have a finalized one that we can present on the stage. So we didn't want it to tease people with that. We wanted to have the material out, and only after that we're going to play the new songs.
All right, I'm with you. No, that makes sense. That's totally fine. Hey, so the teaser is for the video Men in Gray?
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
All right, do you mind if we jump to that right now? This is a very short little teaser that we just want to, yeah. Okay, thank you, Sue, and then we'll be right back in about 28 seconds.
Sure.
Now, that is some powerful vocals there, and you're giving it your all, I can tell.
That rocks really hard.
Yeah,
Woo!
It does. I like it.
Yeah, since the last album, at the point when we recorded the last album, I changed my vocal coach to another girl, and I think that she helped me a lot in the last 3 years. So I hope that people will hear it in the new single and in the album.
Yeah, kind of a new. This is a new sound of the band, a new vocal style, a new musical style.
Yeah, we also have, since the last album, they have also a new guitarist on board, and he is so good.
Yeah, good.
He is a god on his instrument, I swear. So he's really good, and I'm pretty sure that you will like that.
Yes, good. All right, so
How much vocal training does it take to do that? Do you have to train like all the time, or is it like a once a week thing? Do you do a lot of practicing on your own?
I'm going to a teacher once a week, but if I just would sing once a week, that wouldn't work for me. It's like singing is exactly like going to train. It's like a muscle just in your throat,
Mm-hmm.
and if you don't do it regularly, it won't get better. And after many years, I could solve it, that now I can sing in my own flat, because I have now a super tiny room which is like fixed in a way that I can shout in the room and the neighbors don't get crazy.
Oh.
And yeah, so that means like I prepare, like, I don't know, I would say every 2 days, 3 days, depends on, because like, for example, right now, I try to work on screaming techniques, and that needs a lot of training and preparing.
Yeah, because
so
you
right
have.
now I'm doing it a lot.
That's good, because don't you have to know how to properly prepare your vocal cords for that kind of sound? Because you can actually damage your vocal cords correctly if you don't know what you're doing and trying to scream like that.
Exactly.
When you're singing.
Exactly. It's a really hard technique, and I think that for guys it's somehow easier than for girls. So I have a huge respect to all the women who are able to scream like a demon. And yeah, so I work on that right now, and of course this takes a lot of time.
If you want to try some now, no, I'm just kidding.
Well, it's not good enough right now.
Tell us about the producer. I believe you said this is the first time you're using a producer, and he's an American.
Yeah. It's it was a big dream from our side that we would love to work with producers, but the problem was that, Hungary is not really a big country. Of course, we have great producers, but not really specifically for the kind of music that we do. So we had in mind that if we ever work with a producer, it should be someone who really fits to the band. So we involved 2 producers, both from the US. One is Paul Miner. He worked on the pre-production of some of the songs. And the other one is Evan Rodanish. I'm just sorry, I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right.
That's okay.
And he did the post-production. And yeah, I was really happy to work with them, because the input from their side was really cool, and it was a really cool experience. So yeah, I'm super happy to have them.
Good. I can tell you're happy. I know you're excited about all of this about to unfold for the band. Sue and myself invited people to make comments in the chat room, and Janie Slash is kind of monitoring that. So any topics or questions?
All I have is, Sue, will you marry me?
Sue,
Dawn in Baltimore.
All right, Dawn in Baltimore. What's your answer to that, Sue?
I got a marriage proposal. That's all I have. And also that Hellfreaks is not on the jukebox wherever Richard is. He is sad.
Okay.
He wanted to hear some Hellfreaks.
All right.
But for the proposal, I think I have to think about it a bit.
All right. So
you probably want to get to know him a little better. I mean, yeah.
So you got one proposal and one request for Hellfreaks to be on the jukebox.
I always would be like, I'm super flattered, but I'm good.
It's all right. No problem. So any others, just thank you, Janie, for monitoring that. So we want.
For the record, Don is a cool dude. He tunes in every single week. Thank you, Don, for watching. We appreciate you.
Oh, good. All right. Yeah, good deal. Now, Sue, did the sound after Paul and Evan worked on it? I mean, is it what you wanted?
Yes.
Good.
Definitely, it is.
Good. And I heard you say also you got 10 songs and you're excited about all of them. They're ready to go, and you wish you could make a video on each and every one.
That would be the best. I truly believe in the power of YouTube. So if I would have a lot of money, I would do a video to all of the songs. But of course, we are not the rich kid type of band.
Right.
So we plan to have 4 music videos.
Oh, good.
This is quite a huge number, I think. But we'll see.
All
2
right.
are definitely done, and 2 are in the work. So I think that's kind of cool.
Well, that is good. All right, so you got 2 done already and 2 in the works. Now, all right, so let's talk about your influence. Men in Gray from the book Momo, right?
Exactly. It's a book from Michael Ende.
And
I think he's a German writer. I'm not totally sure, but his name sounds really German, so I think he's a German writer.
yeah.
And I read this book years ago, really like 10 years, 15 years ago, and it still stuck in my mind. It's a really cool book. It's basically about a girl called Momo. She's a homeless girl, and she lives with a turtle. The turtle is her friend, and they are the only ones who are able to see the men in gray. The men in gray are people who are dealing with time. They offer humans things that make their life easier, and for that they take their time and they take it to the time bank. And like the conclusion of the book is that by people saving their time, they are losing their time, because life is about time and how you use the time. And if you save your time, you don't live your life. And that's basically a thought that I think is really important to chew a bit on it.
Yes.
And to think about it. Because I'm not sure that the way how we live our life, how we run all the time, is really the way to happiness.
All right. Good perspective. So, yes, it's a fantasy novel about how to use or bend or exploit, take advantage of time.
Yeah.
Very good. And your cat is named Momo, too. So, remember.
Yeah, I have. Exactly. But my cat is named by the book.
Yes.
But I will show you. Because Momo is living next to my side. And she is the most beautiful cat on earth.
Oh, there she is.
Aw, so pretty.
And
that
she is... Whoop, she leaves me again. She just turned 11 years.
Aw.
A week ago.
Happy belated birthday, Momo.
11 years.
Are there any plans for you to tour the U.S. anytime soon? Curious minds want to know.
We would love to, but it's really not easy to make it from Hungary. So we don't have fixed plans right now. We have dreams about it, and I hope that they can come true. I mean, we are working on it.
Good. That was a question from the chat room, so thank you, Sue. Now,
Yeah, other question in the chat room. Don wants to know what you think about the band The Damned.
I'm sorry, once again, I didn't really understand it.
I don't know if you're familiar. But that's just what
oh, no. The question was, what do you think about The Damned?
The Damned.
Yeah, the band.
Well, I think I don't know them enough to have a good opinion about it.
All right, but
Okay. That was from the chat room as well.
in Budapest, though, I mean, you can. Are there record stores? Silly question, isn't it?
No, it's not a silly question.
Okay.
Not really anymore. Like, Hungary has not the best economical state right now. So people are not really spending money on CDs and vinyls here.
All right.
It's even a pretty hard thing to make shows, because you can't really ask for the money what a show should cost, because people don't have the money for that.
Oh. Is everything primary? I guess so everything's primary kind of digital download or...
Yeah.
Okay.
And YouTube is also really strong in Hungary.
Yeah, YouTube's amazing. You can find some great music on
It's
YouTube.
for free, and of course also because of the visualized things, it works really good.
When you are practicing your screaming vocals, what is the reaction from Momo and your cats?
Oh, they are pretty chilled. I mean, we live together, so I sing all the time. I'm in the shower, when I'm in the kitchen, I just sing. So I don't think that they really care if it should be a scream or if I just sing.
Yes. I scream and sing in the shower and in the car mostly.
Yeah, that's a good place.
Yes. So, all right, Sue. So, tell us, please, the name of this forthcoming album that I'm so looking forward to.
The album is called God on the Run, and we're going to release it in January.
Man, that's
I'm
great.
very excited.
And we can pre-order it in October?
Exactly. You can pre-order it in October directly from the band's webpage, and we ship worldwide. That's an important information because I know that it's often get asked. Yeah, so the pre-order starts in October, and every cent goes directly to the band, so you would directly support us. What would be awesome if you could do it.
Yes. All right.
What platforms is it available on?
The pre-order is only available on our webpage, which is thehellfreaks.com.
Do you have it? Is it CD, vinyl, cassette, just digital download?
CD and vinyl.
Okay. Okay,
And
great.
of course there's download, but I think the physical pre-order is a bit more interesting.
Oh, physical is way better. I prefer physical.
Yeah.
I love vinyl. I have quite a collection of vinyl.
Janie Slatt, she's a vinyl girl.
And he has a massive collection of CDs.
And
It's
I'm more
crazy.
I'm more CD. So we love physical.
Awesome, yeah, me too. It's still something, I think that's something that scene people really understand, that it's cool to have something in your hand, and it has a different sound, and you know that you directly support the scene. I love it.
That's right. Look, I see a lot of CDs right behind you.
Yeah, they have a really long story, but basically I would say it's a kind of background music we wrote, and this is how they end up.
Well, does that mean that they're not perfect or something, and you can just use them on your wall?
No, it's way more, but it's way more. We had a big amount of them, but it was a much bigger amount than we really needed.
All right, I gotcha.
So
Okay.
I thought we shouldn't throw them away, so we should decorate the wall, and that's what happened.
Good. Don't throw them away.
Yeah.
Good. Hey, so when you go on tour, tell me a country or two that love the Hellfreaks the most that you just can't wait to get to play those gigs.
We play very often in Germany because that's just the place to be if you play rock music here in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
So Germany has a special place in our heart because we get a lot there. It's really cool. And I don't know, the second place would be difficult. I would love to go back to UK because there is a big scene as well, but it's also a bit complicated to get here from Hungary to the UK. And of course, I would love to go to the USA. That would be awesome.
If that ever works, man, that would be so cool.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm making a note. Germany, of course, we know this, but reinforced again by Sue, the biggest metal country, metal fans, crazy fans for all types of punk and metal. Hey, so we've got God on the Run, forthcoming, available in January. Is there a label that we should announce, or is that not even important right now?
For the vinyl, we have the German label Sunny Bastards
Okay.
with us. For the CD, the announcement will come later.
All right, good. And on the vinyl, we always love it when you know, if there's any surprises on the vinyl, maybe a hidden message written on it, or I always look for that.
He does not really look for
No, I do. So
Is it going to be like, are you talking about like if it's like a colored vinyl or like lime
This is not
green?
fixed yet. This is not fixed yet. We will see.
I'm
Yeah.
excited.
I hope that it will come to be a colored vinyl.
cool.
Yeah.
But this is not fixed. We'll see.
Cool.
Or a picture of Momo the cat on the vinyl.
That would be awesome. I like that.
No, but we have the booklet is ready. It's done by a Hungarian artist, and I'm sure that we are going to share it with you in 1 or 2 weeks. It looks really good. It's really nice.
So, all right. So that's a good point. Where do fans stay up to date on you and the band?
I think right now I use Instagram the most, but it's definitely the time where all of you should subscribe our YouTube channel because not just because of the music videos that will come up, but also because I'm trying to do some more like vlog videos to share more about the background. And I also want to ask you guys what you want to hear on my blog. So it's definitely the time to subscribe there and to follow us on Instagram and to like us on Facebook. So yeah, follow us everywhere.
Yes, good. All right, well, let's emphasize that. Number one, the Instagram for the Hellfreaks is the Hellfreaks. Find it and follow this band. And subscribe on YouTube. I did it for myself, and I want to stay up to date. And then also, I want to know when those new videos are coming out, and I know they're right around the corner. So on YouTube, subscribe, the Hellfreaks. And
exactly. Do it right now.
Yeah, do it now. We're going to pause
check that
while
little bell so you can get notifications.
Go ahead and swipe away, and then just do it right now, and we're going to pause.
Swipe
10
away.
seconds.
It's not Tinder,
If
it's
you're
YouTube.
no. If you're watching on your phone, you can just.
Don't really swipe.
Hey, so what we're showing right now, Sue, is your website. I like this website a lot.
It is a very nice website.
It's got.
Oh, then keep it in your mind because it's going to be changed.
I know. Yeah, you've got. I know you'll be putting the updates in there.
Yeah. Also, and if everything goes how we planned, it gets a totally new design. We're going to meet someone who helps us with that in this week, and we're giving the web page a new touch.
Oh, no kidding. All right, so everything is getting a makeover with the Hellfreaks.
Yeah, I mean, we're having a new logo, we're having a new band symbol, everything is new.
Look,
I mean, I know that people couldn't, of course, how could they see? But in the last 2 years, we worked very hard on that, like to prepare everything, not just to write the songs. I mean, the part of writing the songs is, of course, the best part, but that was just a tiny thing of all that what we put together now.
Good. Instagram, you definitely will stay up to date with Sue on Instagram, the Hellfreaks on Instagram, and she's highly suggesting subscribe to YouTube channel as well. Keep us up to date on any chat room.
I am doing it.
Thank you.
Been doing it for 3 years.
We are based in Dallas, and it is just so good to hear from the Hellfreaks. And I was very pleased as well that when we started making announcements, that people were posting that they were familiar with the Hellfreaks, they are excited about the Hellfreaks, that they are ready for new Hellfreaks and you coming on our show. So it's very cool to have you here.
I'm also really happy that we could make it. I know it was hard because, it's 1 a.m. here, so I couldn't put it into my little calendar anytime, but I'm so happy that we could manage it right now because it's just the perfect time for it.
Isn't it? It worked out.
Yeah.
It worked out. And if we would have done this, I reached out to Sue a while back, and we tried to make it work, but it didn't work for her calendar. But the fact that now you've got an opportunity to do it at 1 in the morning, and thank you again.
Thank you for staying up with us.
At the time,
Thank you for having me.
at the time she's got these big announcements. It's just perfect. So we were meant to be your USA partner, is what I'm trying to say.
Awesome.
Sue, do you write the music, or is that kind of shared with the band?
It's I am just a singer. That means that I'm not writing the music. For this album, I would say the leader of the music writing process is our bass player. He did also the part for the other instruments, but after that he wrote, let's say like the main structure of the song. Of course, also the rest of the guys put their spice into the song, so it's a teamwork.
Yeah.
And after we had the song, after that, I just started to think about the vocal melody and the lyrics. And then again, we put it together like a puzzle. And if we saw that something doesn't fit perfectly, then we changed it again. And this could go for rounds and rounds till we were really happy with it.
It could go on for years.
Yeah, but and comparing to the last albums, we always had deadlines and we always had had to hurry, and every time I felt like, even we didn't finish the recording of the album, but I was already not satisfied with it because I thought that we couldn't put the maximum into the music. And like, this is the first album, I'm like really, really happy with it. And of course, you never say 100% that this is like the best what we can, like this is the maximum what we can put in a record. But I know that we really put a lot of work into this, and it was worth the work so hard on it.
Good. That is great testimony. Look, go ahead, Janie.
No, I just was agreeing.
Hey, are you telling me that none of the guys in the band objected to having a producer in the studio?
The thing is that the producer were all in the US, and we recorded everything here in Hungary, and even a lot of parts were recorded like in our own little small flat. And only the drums were recorded in a studio, in a Hungarian studio, which is like the same studio recorded the last album, Astoria. And of course, it would be wonderful to have the producers here with us, but we couldn't manage that for this time.
All right. No, I understand. I was just asking that if any of the other musicians objected to someone kind of overseeing, you know.
I'm sorry, my cats are going crazy.
I heard that. That's all right.
Yeah. I have one cat who is super not social with the other cats, and time to time she gets in trouble because of that. And that's what happened right now. But no worries, they're fine.
No worries. Hey, I think Momo, wasn't it released as a movie or an animated movie?
There is also a movie, but I haven't seen it. I'm really the type of person who loves to read the stories first.
Yes.
And time to time the stories are so good that I'm afraid that the films are not. And then I don't even watch them.
That's fine. No. I totally understand that.
Yeah, there are just, I don't know. I think, for example, Lord of the Rings is a good example. I love the book and I love the film.
Okay.
But it's really rare that it fits so good.
Yes.
What are some of your favorite bands to follow? That was a message. That's a question from the chat room.
My favorite bands to follow. I'm really much into female-fronted metal bands. Right now, I'm really, we could say almost stalking the band Infected Rain and the band Ginger. I really love the band, the music, and those vocalists are just amazing.
Yes.
And yeah, they are really cool, and they are also doing their pages in a really cool way because they share a lot with the audience, and I'm really enjoying it. They're really cool, so yeah, follow them.
Yes, and indeed, I saw Ginger on stage here in Dallas recently, and I think they're coming back. So they have been touring the States this year.
Yes, and they have many already sold out shows, so you should check them and go there if there is possibility and buy the ticket in front because they're really cool. I have seen them a couple of times live and it's really, really good.
I agree with you, though, about female-fronted punk, female-fronted metal. We support it.
Always, yeah.
So it's God on the Run, new release. You can pre-order in October from the website, Hellfreaks, thehellfreaks.com. And Men in Gray, the new single, has a video coming out this week. Look for it on YouTube.
Exciting.
Because when you subscribe...
So remember, go subscribe to the Hellfreaks on YouTube and follow them on Instagram and follow Shaky Sue on Instagram.
Yes, you can also follow me directly on Instagram. I'm also sharing a lot of the bands happening right now.
Good. And I heard you mention even the American band Dalskin.
Yeah, because one of the producers did one of their album, and which is a really good album, by the way. And I also like that band really much. I have to admit that I'm like in average really much into female-fronted bands where the singer has I don't know if you can say that, but if they have balls, if they are a tough girl.
You can say that.
Okay, so I love this tough girl attitude, and Dolskin has that as well. They are so cool. They're really cool.
And SHAKEY SUE has that. You're a badass. We love. I as a fan, I like some attitude, some strength, some confidence on stage. And when I haven't seen you live, of course, but I mean, the videos I've seen, it's always that way with you, Sue.
Thank you so much.
The Hellfreaks. Speaking to us from Budapest is SHAKEY SUE.
Yeah.
Hey, Sue, is there anything else that we need to cover that we have missed that should be announced?
I think basically that's it, because the most important thing is right now to follow our little journey, because there is so much coming up that is going to be a really interesting next 5 months.
Yeah, this is it right now. It starts now. The new Hellfreaks.
Oh.
It starts now. And
this is the moment.
This is the moment. This is the new direction, the new sound, the new Sue, and the new Hellfreaks, and it starts now. So you've got to stay up to date. She's going to have a lot of announcements coming out, videos, singles, songs, and subscribe, but also you can pre-order the full-length release, vinyl and CD for God on the Run, to be released in January. I know that you have been working on this for a long time, and I know that you're probably kind of impatient and ready for it now to, pump out to the public and then start playing live. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best part, beside of writing music, is playing music and be on the stage and share the energy and the songs. I love it, and I can't wait to do that again.
Good. Well, all right, so it comes out in January. Let's say that, at that point, would you kind of have maybe a tour in mind, or is it better to wait until the spring when you can do festivals?
I really hope that we can do a club tour in spring and then do the festivals in the summer. So it's not. This is not really on me. It's another booking agency, and but I'm really trustful, and I hope that we will have a club tour in Europe in spring.
Good, man. That's great. This is all great news. Let's stay in touch, Sue, on all your announcements and everything. And if you don't mind, I'll just reach out to you by email once in a while and just touch base.
Yeah, sure. That would be awesome. Cool.
Janie Slash, I'm going to just double check if there's anything else we missed on chat room. Good. Got it covered. All right. She's nodding yes. And remember, Sue, I really appreciate you staying up late. I know it is super late in Hungary, and I appreciate you doing this, and I'm glad the timing worked out. And I will send you a link and a copy of this entire show tomorrow or later tonight. Probably tomorrow.
Thank you very much, and I'm gonna share it.
Yay!
Thank you.
So it's great to talk to you.
Thank you so much for having me and giving me the possibility to talk with you about what everything is coming. So thanks a lot, guys.
All our best to you, Sue. Appreciate you and all 4 of your cats.
Thank you.
Bye now.
Bye. Have a good week.
Bye. Have a good evening. Bye.
You too. Bye. She was lovely.
Yes, for sure. See, I think tomorrow in Hungary is like a
You mean today?
Today in Hungary is a bank holiday, and so it worked out for scheduling.
I wish tomorrow in U.S. was a bank holiday.
We don't
Hey
get-
guys, can we make a bank holiday? Because I would like to not work
See,
tomorrow.
this is the thing about Europe. They get these bank holidays, and it's usually on a Monday, of course, and it's every so often, as frequently it seems. And and most people get that day off. So
I get to go to work tomorrow, and I host bingo tomorrow night.
All right, let's talk about that. Where's bingo tomorrow?
And tomorrow night bingo is at Fortress. It's the dive off of 75, starting at 9 p.m.
Is it okay if we call it a dive?
It is advertised as the dive off of 75.
Okay.
You think I came up with that shit myself?
I
No,
did.
it's
I
right
did.
directly on the Facebook page. It's the dive off 75.
And what is that bar again?
Fortress Bar and Grill.
It's in Richardson, right?
$3 crown and down.
But it costs
Oh
nothing
my.
to play.
It is free to play bingo. You don't even have to play bingo. Just come for the show.
Woo!
Play bingo if you want.
Come for the $3 crown. Are you kidding me?
There's a lot of great things going on at Fortress.
Now, okay.
And then Tuesday is back 9, starting at 8 p.m. And then Wednesdays, directly after trivia, is bingo again at Fortress at 10 p.m. I pretty much live at Fortress.
Now, is the back 9 right behind the front 9? I'm just trying to
on the golf
place
course it
that.
is.
Totally.
Yeah.
No, it's right off Beltline Road in Addison.
Hey, so we have a sponsor.
It's free. Yes, our sponsor is Liquid Death.
And guess
that was
what?
my sponsor voice. Did it work for you? Did you like it? I've been
It did.
practicing. Not really.
Liquid death.
Remember, you got to scream like Shaky Sue does in her apartment.
I don't have vocal training.
Now, they have a cool, funny little commercial. I don't know if you've seen it. It is freaking hilarious because this is a company that gets a lot of trash talk because they offer customers to sell their soul after signing a contract, which I did, to get a free case.
Once again, I cannot sell my soul. I already sold it for a whatchamacallit.
All right, so
Wait, what do you call it?
A whatchamacallit.
No, that's what I'm asking.
That's what you call it. A whatchamacallit.
I'm very confused.
You should be.
the Liquid Death video should be played right now, and then we will talk about Monster-Palooza, also called Son of Monster-Palooza.
It's called Son of Monster-Palooza. They're two different things.
Hey,
I
Liquid
don't know
Death.
what's
Liquid
happening.
Death. It is for metalheads. And this is their funny
Are
little
you
commercial.
ready to sell your soul to stay hydrated?
That name, Liquid Death. But I like the murder your thirst thing.
Murder your thirst.
Is this creative or is it creepy?
It's creative in that it taps into the stupidity of humanity.
Would you drink something called liquid death?
This isn't your grandfather's water.
I don't think any of us is the demo they're going for here, right?
Guys want to drink some liquid death.
That's right. I want to
They
make it
want to
look cool.
murder their thirst
Water for punk rockers.
so that you can join your other thirsty homicidal maniacs out there.
Murder your thirst.
Okay, so extreme water for extreme metal fans. And that's what we are. As you know, their logo is Murder Your Thirst and Death to
I
Plastic.
thought it was for everybody.
Death to plastic because plastic is hurting and choking our planet. And this is what Sue and I were talking about. Look forward, not back. Let's take care of this. There is no planet B.
Do you have a can of Liquid Death I can have right now?
Yeah. Oh, no, these are empty. These are empties.
What the point is that shit?
To show the logo.
How am I going to take my
Someone's
microphone?
thirst was already murdered.
Someone's already been murdered. Hey, next month, you're going to Burbank.
I am. I'll be in Burbank from September 13th through the 15th at Son of Monster-Palooza. I'm performing Saturday night in the Madam Monster Showcase starting at 10 p.m.
We have a cool little
at
flyer.
the Burbank Marriott Convention Center.
I think it's so cool to have the Hellfreaks on this show. All right, back to Monster-Palooza.
Yes,
what
it's
is
very-
it? Is it a horror
very cool to have
con?
had the Hellfreaks on this
Is it a horror
It is
con?
a horror convention, yes.
Okay. It's in Burbank, California.
Yes. Don Coscarelli's going to be there. I'm very excited about that.
Oh my goodness, you mean the Phantasm guy?
Yeah! And Reggie Bannister. And all the people from Phantasm that are alive.
Ask
Pretty
Ziggy to
fucking excited.
put up the graphic for it.
Ziggy, will you put up the graphic for it? I don't know why he asked me to ask you, but there you Oh, that's me, yes.
You're the one on the left.
Am I? Is that the one? My left or your left or their left or whose left?
We follow the left hand over here.
I don't know. The other girl is, the one in the middle is Sunny Voodoo, and the other one is Lydia Wiltz.
Which one is Sunny?
She's a clown babe.
In
the
the
one
middle?
in the middle, yeah.
All right, middle is Sunny. So Janie
Mhm,
Slash
she's
on the
actually
left.
the founding Madam Monster.
She looks mad over. She looks mad at that other girl.
Don't come on fire. She's not mad.
Okay.
She's performing.
Is that a death's head moth?
Yeah. Yeah. I like that's what you noticed.
All about the details.
Look, you had a great show in Deep Ellum last night.
I did, yes.
Deadly Sins, Burlesque, and Sideshow.
It
There
was
is no
crazy.
substitute for how insane that is.
It was crazy. Yes.
But also the other
It
thing
was
happening
a good time.
in Deep
You-
Ellum, Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, people were asking me, like, what are you doing this weekend? And I was like, oh, well, I'm going to be in Deep Ellum, and on Saturday night, I'm going to dress up like an astronaut and hula hoop, and also a farm girl who eats peaches, and then I'm going to be a goth girl who lays on a bed of nails. Also, I'll be snorting condoms up my nose and letting people drink pumpkin spice latte through my face.
So,
Through my nasal passageways.
Did you land on the moon?
No. But I mooned people. Does that count?
Yes, for sure.
Kinda.
I don't think it does.
Hey, I made $40 on my ass last night. I feel like that's an accomplishment. Stapling. People stapled $40 to my ass last night. And it only took 7 staples, which I feel is pretty good.
All right, good.
6 5s and a 10.
6 5s and a 10. Got it.
My ass is very bruised.
That's a comedy album title.
What is
6
it?
5s and a 10.
6 5s and a 10?
Stapled
or
to my
ass is bruised.
Also, yes.
Now, Janie Slash, you sent me this this cool link about the Deep Ellum Horror Museum.
Oh, okay. I was like, what did I send you? I don't know. What
And so I sent that to Ziggy. It is a cool little link, either an article or...
Oops.
Okay, that's right. And so let's talk about it. All right, so here it is. So the latest crazy new thing for Deep Ellum Horror Museum Chocolate Bar, which is about to open, and it's on Main Street, if I have it right. And it's right there in, the heart of Deep Ellum. Janie Slash. What appeals to you more, the horror museum or the chocolate?
Well, probably the horror.
Oh, okay. Apparently they're going to be open by
I am
Labor Day.
all about the horror.
What is it really? It's like a little
pop-up.
Little pop-up.
Pop-ups are the thing.
Museum slash.
Yeah, it's a pop-up for
chocolate
I
bar.
think for October. It's gonna be rad. Yeah, no, I'm more about the horror. I think the chocolate bar thing is a little weird. It doesn't really fit.
No,
I mean, like if they were gonna sell beef jerky, I can understand that.
It gives a new meaning to Reese's Pieces.
I always associate like beef jerky and sausage with horror films. Like meat's meat, man's gonna eat. Grind people up, make them into sausage.
You saw Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Twice
In the past week. But all right, so there we go. Look at that. The book and the movie.
One of the books.
Is it Guillermo?
Yeah, Guillermo del Toro produced it. It's
All
actually directed by a guy that I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I'm not going to try.
All right. So tell us give us your review of this movie and your honest feedback.
I enjoyed it much more the second time.
Okay.
I feel like it was enjoyable, but I think that I wasn't a huge fan of the way it was presented. I thought it would be more like an anthology film, but I mean, I don't know. I can't really. I'm okay with it, I guess. I liked Goosebumps better.
All right.
That's kind of where I'm at.
Hey.
But the illustrations were really neat. It was cool to see the characters that scared the shit out of me as a kid in these books come to life. I mean, Harold, it started off really strong, and then it kind of fizzled out a little bit, and then it ended a little cheesy. But,
all right.
It's okay. It's a kids movie.
Another thing.
PG-13 kids movie. With
PG-13.
heads being snapped and shit.
It's kids movie with heads being snapped.
And shit, yeah.
Yeah.
And literal, there's shit in it.
Hey.
What? It's everybody. You go check it out if you read the books. It's neat to see the characters come to life and see what they did with it. And a lot of people have enjoyed it. And it's not a bad movie. It's just I was expecting something different and I was expecting more from it. And the first time I watched it, I was actually very annoyed with it because I was expecting that. And the second time I enjoyed it much more because I kind of understood it a little better and where it was coming from. But I feel like if you don't have that familiarity with the stories, you won't enjoy it as much because you won't have that nostalgia factor. So.
Makes sense.
So what is the best story that they incorporated from the original series?
I would say Harold. I like Harold.
Good.
The one with the pale-faced lady was weird and didn't really make sense to me, and I'm not really familiar with that story. But the one that always scared the shit out of me as a child when I was a little brownie scout, before I was never a Girl Scout, I was a brownie. I never made it that far. I quit. But they used to read it to us at like camp and stuff, was the red spot, which was in there. And that always freaked the shit out of me. The idea of a spider like laying an egg in your face, like egg sac in your face, and these spiders like busting out of your skin just scared the shit out of me. And I used to sleep with my blankets like tightly over my face. It's surprising I'm here and I didn't suffocate. Because I was like, spiders aren't going to get me while I sleep.
And isn't she about to go to the prom
No.
when this big pimple emerges?
No.
No.
Not in the movie, at least. She's
All right.
going to be in a play.
I was at
And it
this
wasn't a
early-
pimple. It was a spider bite.
I know. I was at this earlier
No,
today.
you don't, because you called it a pimple.
The Women's Texas Film Fest.
How did that go? I know you had them on last week.
Yeah, actually went there on Thursday night and then also earlier today. And what a great fest at Texas Theater. Just want to give a shout out there.
Yeah, shout out to Catalina and Amanda for being on the show last week.
Big thanks. Yes, Catalina
guys
did.
were
She
amazing.
did great. It was so great to have her here. Amanda was enjoyable. It was very good.
Yeah,
Very
they're
good.
always doing amazing things.
Hey, on the 13th of September, I know you're going to
Speaking
be.
of Catalina, I will be out of town, but you should definitely check out the event at Gas Monkey.
Nightmare Fuel film series, but we have the trailer for the main film that we shown. And also, can I point out, speaking of Catalina, that the world premiere trailer of The Torturer will be on screen that same night, along with Texas Horror Shorts and this film. Yeah, in fact, there's the event right there, Nightmare Fuel. This is an event that benefits a nonprofit. It's Foundation 45. Foundation 45 offers free licensed counseling to those suffering from addiction, depression, or suicide ideology.
And
some
what I love about Foundation 45 is they cater to everybody, but they're mainly there to support, the artists, the musicians, the performers, the entertainers, and they provide a safe space for them to go to therapy where maybe people don't always understand what it's like to be in that kind of spotlight and to be in that kind of space and place. So it's nice to have that. And they don't always have insurance because a lot of them are surviving off of their art. So it's really great to have a place where they can go because a lot of the suicide is caused by artists and musicians.
good point. And this event is also a mini horror convention, Janie Slash. It will be a mini horror convention. In the season, we wanted to kick off the Halloween season. Again, it's on Friday the 13th of September. And the main film will be Satanic Panic, given to us, offered to us by Fangoria. Thank you, Fangoria. Let's watch the trailer right now for Satanic Panic. This is the movie with Ruby Modine, Haley Griffith, and Rebecca
And
Romijn.
you will want to check it out on the 13th because it is a very great movie.
This is a great movie.
Took this job for the tips. 4 hours, my total earnings are an expired Applebee's coupon, a sweater that smells like racism.
It's exactly your size.
Oh,
Deliverable meal base.
It's outside our zone.
I'll do it.
Are you ready to make an investment in your future?
Yes!
Are you ready to take back what you are owed?
Yes!
Are you ready to fully commit yourselves to Satan?
Yes!
Who are you?
I'm the pizza guy. A girl?
Are you by any chance a virgin?
That's a very personal question.
She's a virgin. Whose power unlocks our true potential?
Hail Satan!
Do you have any idea what's happening here tonight?
Hail Satan!
They are summoning Baphomet, the big demon from hell. And when that clock strikes 12, he's gonna rip you open.
Where's my virgin?
I don't know what's happening. My mom and her butt buddies are booty calling Baphomet.
Hail Satan!
And they're not going to stop until you're strapped to a barbed wire altar. That's bonkers.
Any idea why the rich stay rich? And you stay screwed?
Better health care.
Hail Satan!
They are stronger than us.
A virgin, no sacrifice. Let me protect you.
Oh, who are you people?
Death to the weak, wealth to the strong.
Hail Satan!
Stop drinking. You really want to face this sober?
Get that mean lady!
I'm sorry!
Get that mean lady. Sacrifices must be made. All right, Ziggy, so you got what was going on there. If she's no longer a virgin, they're saving her life, right?
No.
Oh, okay. Satanic Panic will be screened at a special event on September 13th at Gas Monkey called Nightmare Fuel film series, which is also a mini horror con and fundraiser. Miss Janie Slash.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know you'll be out of town at Burbank.
I will be in Burbank.
Now, all right. And so we on this show,
Yes.
pass the baton sometimes. We go through transitions, and
Yep.
I know that you are taking a break and kind of retiring from this show.
Yep, this is my last show, guys, so I appreciate it. I had a lot of fun for the few years I was on here.
It was
but I'm going to
definitely
do some
fun
other
every
things.
single week with you, Janie Slash, and you're always welcome to come back and either be a guest or helping co-host announcements. You've always got interesting things going on in your life and events
Sometimes.
that you're either going
not a very
to
interesting
or
person.
you're producing yourself. So it's always cool to have you here, and we want to stay up to date on Ghost Babes.
Yeah, so we are working on completing out season 1 because we're going to be premiering it in September at the very end. So we are in the process of finishing up filming a few things. We've got to film a few pickups and finish editing and do some sound, and we're working on it right now. So we should have it up and going. So follow us on YouTube at Ghost Babe Show.
Yeah, and so definitely stay in touch with this show, and we appreciate your
absolutely. I've had a lot of fun the past few years. I've got to talk to some great people, do some great events, and it's just been fun. It's been fun working with you.
Thank you, and it's totally great to have you here. Now, wasn't one of the highlights probably Bruce Campbell?
Dana De Lorenzo.
Thank you.
Everybody's always like, Bruce Campbell was amazing. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Bruce has a special place in my heart, but fuck, Dana De Lorenzo's a badass, and she's hilarious. She's like Samuel L. Jackson badass level. I'm just saying. She's amazing.
Yeah.
Wait, she was a Black Panther?
No, but remember we had that conversation about Samuel L. Jackson, that you just need to randomly throw some motherfuckers in there, because that's what he told her.
I mean, yeah.
She's amazing. And then also, I loved interviewing David Howard Thornton.
Great.
Terrifier 2 is going to be coming up soon. They just announced him and the director. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Damien? Right?
Yeah, Damien. Yeah.
Leone, maybe?
But
they just announced them for Frightmare. They're the first guest, and Clive Barker's coming back to Frightmare. So, yeah, get your Frightmare tickets.
Okay, I thought you were going to say.
I
I thought you were going to say what is the one in February?
That is Cult Classics.
Okay.
I don't know who the guests are for that off the top of my head.
Gotcha. All right. Janie Slash, has been great having you here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It was my pleasure to be here.
We will try our best.
You can still come see me at Deadly Sins every third Saturday of the month
That's
if you're
right.
in Dallas and Deep Ellum or at What's End.
And or follow you on.
Follow me on Facebook at Janie Slash, or follow me on Instagram at Janie Slash.
There you go.
I'm also on Twitter, but I never post on Twitter. But you can follow me on Twitter. I won't post anything there probably, but Instagram is probably the way to go, or Facebook.
Very cool. All right. So, and look, I do want to get to a cool trailer that I think you'll like. It's called The Crematory. But I want you to speak up if there are any other like really badass movies you've seen lately that we need to check out,
No.
or besides Nightmare Fuel and also your event in Burbank.
I have a question. Have either of you seen Midsummer yet?
I have not seen Midsummer yet.
I've not had a chance to see it.
It's
but
3 hours long, isn't it? Like, it's like Suspiria length.
It's a chunky movie, I've heard.
I'm waiting for it to come to the Dollar Theater. I'm not gonna lie.
Chunkified.
Because I missed it in theaters when I was like, "Oh, I'll go see Midsummer this weekend." I was like, "Oh, fuck, it's gone." But I the only movie I saw was Crawl, and that's been a while. So I don't make it to the movies very often. I don't have time.
You're doing things. You're a ghost babe.
I'm hosting bingo and working 40 hours a week and performing in shows and ghost babing it up and here and
totally understandable. I mean, look,
I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Oh, there's a fundraiser that this weekend on Saturday. If you want to come out to, Ziggy doesn't have this. I'm just throwing this out there.
Okay.
Just take down the notes. It's at Eastbound and Down. I believe it's from like 8 to 10 p.m. It's for a movie called Crave Roots of Evil that I'm going to be in along with other amazing people from the local acting scene in Dallas. And also Felissa Rose is in it. And they're going to be throwing pies at Remy St. Paul. If you know him, you should show up. I think you can you donate and you have to throw a pie at his face.
Wait, the Felissa Rose?
Yeah, the Felissa Rose is going to be in it. From Sleepaway Camp.
Oh,
I know.
Mm-hmm. We'll talk later.
Okay. So anyway, yeah. So that's going to be a fundraiser on this Saturday, the 24th. So I probably will be there from 8 to 10 p.m. I believe.
Yeah, cool. So I
we'll
think
be filming some
I
more Ghost Babe shit this weekend.
I think I can speak for Ziggy and I in saying that we will miss you, Janie Slash.
Will you really? I feel like you're going to get a really awesome co-host. Stay tuned for announcements on who that person is, because I have no idea who they are.
All right. Well, line that up, and we'll interview them.
If you would like to be a co-host on the Corpsepaint show, I'm just gonna throw that out there. I don't know. Actually, I have no say in it.
No, it's
That is
definitely
purely
fun. Hey,
Satan's decision.
You know what was another cool episode
I'm not
that you
picking my
were
replacement.
very excited about, that you talked about, and it was after you went and saw Mac Sabbath, and then also that Star Wars band.
That wasn't an interview. I didn't.
No. But you had some pictures. You came on the show like a couple days after that gig and told us all about it. And it just
and I begged and pleaded you to contact them so we can interview them, and you never did.
Zinger.
Sorry.
Are there any more of those that you need to get out before? Because go ahead and do it. It's totally fine.
I'm just kidding.
All right.
Well, about the second part. The first part was true. I actually did ask him.
Yeah. Okay.
I sent him all the information to do it too.
Was it for the Hamburglar or the French fries dude?
No, it's for Ronald Osborne. Duh.
Okay. Hey, all right, so we're going to segue right now, and I want you to watch this trailer for the Crematory.
Okay.
The Crematory. And then when we come back from that, we'll talk about a few more Gas Monkey events coming up that we're excited about. We, Corpsepaint Show, are co-presenter on a lot of badass events coming up. I just am very proud of their whole booking schedule. All right, the Crematory. You probably don't know much about this. Let's check it out. All right, so the Cremator, I got that title wrong. The Cremator is newly re-released on Super Film, but I wanted you to be aware of that. Since our whole theme is European art on this show, JD Slash, is there anything else though that I don't know stands out that you want to say, that you want to give shout out, or as kind of an adios?
I'm taking Ramon the rat with me.
Yeah, so all these rats that are on the table will probably not be seen again because that's really your collection.
I'm the rat girl. I take all the rats with me.
Yes.
For those who are following my rat Cenobite, the little Hellraiser that she is doing well at home now. She got her stitches out on Friday. She tried to chew her leg off, apparently.
She's doing good?
Yeah, she's doing great. She's super happy. She has a boyfriend now. His name's Pinky. And she met a cat. Her new cat friend's name's Oreo, and she met a dog named Buster. Like, she's doing good. She's doing good. Pinky and her got to spend 5 seconds together through the bars and sniff each other's noses.
Oh.
It was really cute. If you follow me on Instagram, you
Did they have a moment?
Hey, at least she's happy.
What about the brain?
Yeah, where's the brain?
Brain passed away last year.
I do not feel guilty for making that joke.
No, Nikki, my friend Nikki had two rats, Pinky and Brain passed away, and so Pinky is a solo rat now.
All right.
But he gets to see Cenobite every once in a while.
Yeah, but Pinky has an occasional girlfriend.
Yeah, he is. No, they're together. You don't have to see each other all the time to be together. I take her by there once a week.
Okay, gotcha.
Shout out to Nikki. Now I feel guilty for making that joke. I apologize.
Aww.
We appreciate Nikki. We saw her last night. She was taking a lot of great pictures of you on stage. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And your sexy body, and also your stapled butt.
Yep. That was happening.
Hachi machi.
Well,
I'm uncomfortable now.
Look, there's a couple other cool things coming up at Gas Monkey Live, which is in Dallas, Texas. And they have such great bookings. Now, remember, on the 13th, the wonderful mini-con called Nightmare Fuel film series. It's a mini convention in their big live venue, Gas Monkey Live, along with the screening of horror shorts, the trailer for The Torturer, and the full-length film Satanic Panic. Full release of that movie is in early September, and then we're screening it on September 13th. But the other events coming up, let's see, and this is kind of a long line. Guess who we're having as a guest next week? It's Silver Tongue Devil.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, they are playing on stage at Gas Monkey Bar and Grill, along with Arcona, and that event is coming up.
If you're not familiar with Silver Tongue Devil, they're the band that does the intro song, the song on our intro.
Mm-hmm.
They also have another band called Acoustic Devil.
I like this one, too. It's Monday, August 26th. And that's Hank Von Hell, former lead singer of Turbo Negro, along with Spiders and Speed Dealer was recently added to that bill, too, as local support. So, yeah, heck yeah, that's coming up as well. Get tickets to these events. And this with Demons and Wizards with Lizzie Borden and Tyr is coming up as well.
I'm pretty excited about the Municipal Waste show. Or is it Iron Reagan? I can't remember.
No, it's The Waste.
I love The Waste.
It's The Waste coming up. Always great things at Gas Monkey. Their calendar is just always hopping and constantly being updated with new events. Yeah, it's just hard to stay up. It's just constantly being updated. I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
JD Slash, we got to say a big shout out and thank you to Mr. Ziggy Becker.
Thank you, Ziggy. You have anything coming up this week?
No. But you can watch all of your wonderful favorite shows here at On Air Media. If you do love ghosts and ghouls and goblins, you can check out one of our other shows on iTunes. It's called Haunted AF, and it's interviews with people telling their real-life ghost stories. So you should definitely give that a check. I'm sure that at some point Janie will appear on the show to give the interview of all the crazy stuff that she's experienced. We just have not had a chance to book her yet. So definitely check that out. Check me out wherever you can find me. If you do see me in public, please don't talk to me. Thank you.
I'm going to follow Ziggy and say hi to him every chance I get. I know where he hangs out.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go there every day. Right?
Yes. If you can find me at your favorite dive bar, probably.
The dive off of 75.
Yes.
Heck yeah,
maybe not that particular one, but check it out.
You'll get smacked on the head by Ramon the Rat and be like, God damn it, Janie's here. I have heard good things about Haunted AF. Actually, people have contacted us saying that we should go on that show for sure. And I think they said that something about possibly potentially having us as a guest, but we haven't talked to them. But I hear great things for sure. And I've actually listened to some of or watched some of their episodes. It's very interesting. It's very entertaining.
So it's a visual show. It's a
no, it is actually audio only,
okay.
And I believe that it's episode 4 or 5 in their first season that you can actually hear me telling my encounter with the demon when I was 9.
Ooh,
yeah.
Ziggy encountered a demon. Were you possessed?
No. I actually essentially got into a knife fight with a 6-year-old. So check out that episode.
Oh, was the 6-year-old possessed?
Yes.
I feel like all 6-year-olds are possessed.
That particular 6-year-old was.
I have this rat at home that I'm pretty sure is possessed by a demon.
Which one?
Wendy. I call her Damien.
Wendy?
Yeah, Wendy O. Williams. She's named after
That's a great name.
the punk rocker, not the TV host.
And so does she?
Everybody,
what does
when
she
they're
do?
like, "Who's your rat?" I'm like, Wendy O. Williams. They're like, "Oh, after the talk show host." I'm like, "No, the punk rocker."
What does she do? Does she float in the air? Does she climb upside down? Or
No, she just has that Damien look. You know that stare? She just sits there. She just has like a blank face stare. She has no personality and just sits there and stares.
So this leads
And
me to
Ophelia is I think she's draining the life out of Ophelia, who's 3.5, and she likes to hold her down and bite on her back and stuff. It's weird.
Here's my question: If you suspect your pet is haunted,
Is there a petarcist? Petarcist?
No.
Exorcist for pets.
Ghost Babes. You would call the Ghost Babes to investigate this haunted
I am not going
creature.
to investigate my rat.
What, you investigate homes and locations?
The thing about this rat is, okay, first off, red flag. I'm really bad at detecting red flags until in hindsight. When I went to adopt her, and don't get me wrong, I love Wendy. She's wonderful. Like, she's my rat. I love her and adore her. She's my baby. But, like, when I went to adopt her, I got her from a rescue, and the lady had her in this scarf. And she's like, literally was like, here, take her, and put the scarf on me and was like, just take her. And I was like, she's in the scarf. And I was like, okay, cool. Can I look at her? And like, no, just take her. And then she's like, I'll pay the fee. Like, she paid the adoption fee and everything, and then gave me one of those little like space thingies, like pod things they sleep in, and some food. And
That was the red flag.
Go. Like, nah, here's the rat. She's super cuddly. And then the lady was like, yeah, she hates me. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, I mean, I guess she doesn't hate me, but she hates me. I was like, okay. She's like, she doesn't bite. And she doesn't. She's really sweet. She just doesn't like to be touched. She's
If
like,
your
"Don't
pet is haunted,
me."
call Ghost Babes.
No, Wendy's just funny. It's just, she has that look. Like, she just never, like, all my rats have these, like, really great, friendly personalities, and then Wendy's just like,
She's thinking.
that's seriously, that's all she does. She lays in her hammock all day and just looks like this.
All right, we want to see that impression. All right, close up. There we go.
And she's so cute. They call her the Ziggy Stardust rat because she's gray and she's got these top ears and this, like, lightning bolt across her face.
So we circle back to the men in gray.
She's adorable, and I love her, but I do call her Damien.
Jenny Slash.
for you, Damien! She makes people do bad things. No, I'm just kidding. She's a good rat.
Been great having you as a co-host, Miss Janie. What a fun show that we've been doing. And the Corpsepaint show continues on into our new phase of reality, just like the Hellfreaks. And the new show will continue on with...
Without me, I won't be here.
Occasional cool co-hosts and announcements to follow on all of it. Jenny Slash.
Tune into the Corpsepaint Show Facebook for that. And Instagram.
The other big thank you we give is to Shakey Sue.
Yes, thank you for staying up late with us and talking about all the exciting things that you have in the works.
I know she's thrilled about the new production, the new sound, the new direction of the Hellfreaks.
I think that's great. I think it's good to, change is good. Just like in this instance, change is good. So.
Is there anything else in, I don't know, chat room that needs to be brought up? No?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Ziggy,
There's
thanks
a lot
again.
going on in this chat room.
We will be here next week with a cool guest who has written a horror stage play, as well as Silver.
Ooh, who is that?
Mackenzie. And her show is going to be, at Pocket Sandwich Theater in Dallas, opening up about a week later. So we're glad to have her along with
I didn't know
STD.
Don had a pet rat. That's pretty cool. Sorry, I'm in the chat room again.
Don from Baltimore?
Yeah, he has a pet rat named Curfew. And yes,
Awesome.
Wendy O was a god. And my rat's the devil, so,
Man, that's great.
She's a great rat. She's super
We're
cool.
all about rats, Don.
I am the rat girl. But I'm taking the rats with me. They won't be here.
Those
I'm
rats.
collecting them now.
But squeeze that one. We want to hear it
I
one
get
last
them
time.
in the separation from the co-host.
We want to hear it one last time, Janie Slash.
No, we don't. Ziggy will get mad.
You will?
You don't want to hear squeaky shit in the microphone? Come on.
All right. Okay.
It's bad enough I squealed that one time.
Hey, thanks, Ziggy, for everything, man. And we'll
Thank
be
you,
back
Ziggy.
here next week with more excitement and fun. We're here every Sunday. But remember, on YouTube, you can see all of our past episodes, and they're all excellent. We hope you get what you deserve.
I feel like
Janie Slash. That's all right. No problem.
I didn't do it.
Should we say adios for now? Or are you signing off?
Bye.
Okay.
Have a good week. I'll see you later or around, I guess. He'll see you next week. I'm taking these.
You're welcome.
We want you to elevate your life by going underground. By that we mean supporting independent art, independent music, independent print, independent movies.